trying to define yourself is like trying to bite your own teeth. We seldom realize, for example, that our most private thoughts and emotions are not actually our own. For we think in terms of languages and images which we did not invent, but which were given to us by our society. The meaning of life is just to be alive. It is so plain and so obvious, and so simple, and yet everybody rushes around in a great panic as if it were necessary to achieve something beyond themselves. This is the real secret of life: to be completely engaged with what you are doing in the here and now, and instead of calling it work, realize it is play. Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. Advice: I don't have advice. Stop aspiring and start writing. If you're writing, you're a writer. Write like you're a goddamn death row inmate, and the governor is out of the country, and there's no chance for a pardon. To have faith is to trust yourself to the water. When you swim, you don't grab hold of the water, because if you do, you will sink and drown. Instead, you relax and float. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. You are an aperture through which the universe is looking at and exploring itself. The menu is not the meal. You are a function of what the whole universe is doing, in the same way that a wave is a function of what the whole ocean is doing. Through our eyes, the universe is perceiving itself. Through our ears, the universe is listening to its harmonies. We are the witnesses through which the universe becomes conscious of its glory, of its magnificence. I have realized that the past and future are real illusions, that they exist in the present, which is what there is, and all there is. The more a thing tends to be permanent, the more it tends to be lifeless. The art of living is neither careless drifting on the one hand, nor fearful clinging to the past on the other. It consists in being sensitive to each moment, in regarding it as utterly new and unique, in having the mind open and wholly receptive. Try to imagine what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up. Now try to imagine what it was like to wake up, having never gone to sleep. Problems that remain persistently insoluble should always be suspected as questions asked in the wrong way. Things are as they are. Looking out into the universe at night, We make no comparisons between right and wrong stars, nor between well and badly arranged constellations. A scholar tries to learn something every day. A student of Buddhism tries to unlearn something daily. We do not come into this world. We come out of it. As leaves from a tree. As the ocean waves, the universe peoples. Every individual is an expression of the whole realm of nature. A unique action of the total universe. Every intelligent individual wants to know what makes him tick, and yet is at once fascinated and frustrated by the fact that oneself is the most difficult of all things to know. Life is like music. For its own sake, we are living in an eternal now. And when we listen to music, we are not listening to the past. We are not listening to the future. We are listening to an expanded present. When we attempt to exercise power or control over someone else, we cannot avoid giving that person the very same power or control over us. Never pretend to a love which you do not actually feel. For love is not ours to command.